And they're off! And we're immediately seeing two different items checks here. Green goo and the map, respectively. Kova having the bottle.
Yeah, they're starting at different locations, as it seems.
Yes. What do you think is going to happen this seed, by the way? We had quite the interesting seed last time.
That looks like a Julian route, so I'm hoping it will be interesting again.
Yes. I am hoping they don't have an Agaseed again. That would be really bad. And yeah, Xirtanul setting up the glitch. Or rather, the displacement there. And oh, hello! We already have the flute on Kova's end. That's a really good start right there. And just 20 rupees as well. Cannot be disappointed with that at all.
And Xirtanul will no, he will not find his flute soon. He's opting to go to Eastern Palace. Looks like
he's
it.
going over here to buy bombs. Actually, this shop has bombs. Quick check of the island, which is a heart container.
Yeah, and then going to Eastern, probably.
Yeah, with those bombs in tow, he can easily do it. No, he's tricking us.
Yeah, I never seen this before, so it's kind of interesting.
Getting his green potion. And Kova's going to check Lumberjack Cave. We'll see if it's force tagging him this time. Our runners will not be pleased if it is. And it looks like it was a blue rupee from the crab. The bush crab.
And
It
no.
looks like it's just 10 arrows.
Yeah,
That are an arrow
10 arrows.
So I asked again, what do you think is going to troll our runners this time?
Last time it was hookshot, I believe, right?
Yes, and it was also force tagging him. And it was also.
So I would say echo with the classic D.
The bow. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. I have been known to cast seeds in which the bow has trolled, so we'll see if that holds up. Wow, sword already on Xirtanul. That's gonna come in handy. Meanwhile, Kova finding 300 rubies at Mushroom. That will help him a lot as he heads towards Kakariko. And that's on something else. Xirtanul's not doing a Kakariko check. He's not relying on it.
I mean, so far it's kinda paying off. He found already the sword, so he could technically go to the front escape with this. Since
Yes.
The front escape might have a progression item if he doesn't find anything in here or in Kakariko.
The Cadus Samaria.
But he found something here, yeah.
That's pretty big. I'm pretty sure Kova will be checking that spot after Kakariko, though. And I do believe Xirtanul will be getting that. And get your slagdicks in the chat already. We're getting our flute online.
Yeah, he's doing the front now. Look, it looks like it. He's doing the front.
Oh, we got Kane memes going as well. Oh boy, there's gonna be a little bit of spam in the chat. I am sorry. But yeah. Oh, Bottom Merchant only having a bomb booster, but that's not that bad considering Kova only has bombs to attack with at this moment. Let's see what the bar has. And unfortunately, I missed it.
And it was just 20 rupees.
Alright, 20 rupees it is. Checking Bottle Kid. Pretty good call considering you got the bottle right away. And just a Fisher Price shield. But hey, that shield will protect him from minor arrow attacks. So, not all is lost. And getting some bombs. Now he's going to start cleaning up the north side of town. Meanwhile, Xirtanul is going to the back of Escape with that sword. He can do a lot in there. We'll see if this pays off.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if he will attempt to go into the dark of the sewers.
He does have the Canis Samari, so that would be good. There is a 10 arrow booster, which means that what we saw on Agnes Ledge was absolutely 10 arrows. Because there was only one arrow booster of the 10 value. We're getting a well check here on Kova's end. Just some arrows boosters again. Not really getting much in the way of items in Kakariko. Some extra bombs though, that'll help. And second checkpoint from Xirtanul, it's just Arcanator. And the hammer on Kova's end! Oh boy. I missed the left chest there, but that hammer's the big item right there. Has to be. So, Coin, these runners have found quite a variety of weapons to use. It'll be interesting to see which ones they end up using more often or not.
I'm curious how they gonna progress after this, because the items don't really help that much yet. Only the flute, but that gives them only access to one item technically on Death Mountain.
Well, the flute also allows them to get to Ice Rod Cave and the dam quicker. So they can easily flute around, but yeah, not many locations they can check. I would have to say that Eastern would be an ideal play right now, and we haven't seen a map yet. Oh, okay, we've seen a map, but not the map that has the crystals.
Yeah, only the swagged out map.
And Kova picking up his sword. And Xirtanul's checking the forest, finally. And with that 300 rupees, he's got money for Zora. So we'll see if they make the play there. He's currently not in the logic yet.
I could see that he is going to grab the moon pearl first, so he can do fake flippers.
Well, even just the glove will put Zora in logic, and he might have the moon pearl himself. But again, we're just speculating. Let's see what these runners are doing. Kova's about to pick up their Canis Samari in Mini Moldorm Cave. And Xirtanul's gonna be starting the checks of... Oh, wait a minute. I just realized something. We never saw Library or the race, did we? Kova immediately fluted out and never checked those locations.
Yeah, he never checked it. And since we didn't find a lot of stuff, the race could be holding something.
Yeah. It could be holding our first glove upgrade, which would be huge for Xirtanul to find right away.
His routing was very efficient so far.
Yes. And I would assume Kova's gonna warp over close to Ice Rock Cave, yep. Kova does have to be careful though, because these crabs in the next screen deal 2 hearts of damage and he can be killed with 1 attack.
And
just like
there
that.
He died.
Ah!
Ooh, that's unfortunate.
Well, he does have the flute, so he can get back there relatively quickly, and he can use Link's house to heal. Choosing not to, though. He's okay with his 4 heart containers being full. And he's gonna dark room the old man, get the waypoint active. So we'll say goodbye to Kova for a little bit. And Xirtanul now has the hammer.
I'm curious if he will flute away also, or if he will he check the race.
I would check the race. It's a quick enough check, and more importantly, it could be something required. Even then, you do need to know that information. Magic powder from the old man. That's actually going to be really good. Last thing to check. Actually, with that powder, Magic Bat is actually available.
Yeah, an early powder could actually have something in this case.
Yes. So keep that in mind, folks. We might have Magic Bat actually have progression. We're seeing a double chicken flip as well, with Xirtanul doing it as... It gets it into the second room. At least. And I was looking away and I did not see what Kova saw in
This
Special
was
Rock.
just a hard container.
Yeah, just a hard container, that's fine. Cannot do anything else on the mountain, unfortunately. And looks like he's heading to Eastern, which is a smart play. You can give the 3 items behind Sarhasala. There hasn't been a map check yet, so we don't know if Eastern's a crystal. But at this point, with those little items that they got in, you would think they would dive in it regardless, just to see what they get.
We might see a map check very soon before he goes into Eastern Palace.
Alright, Xirtanul, we're getting our first look at the library here. It's just money, and we only have money, ammo, and a piece of heart at Kova's end.
And more arrows.
Yes, that's what I meant by ammo. And Xirtanul is just going to blindly do the race game. I mean, this wastes a little less time. And it's only for a bottle with a B in it, but that bottle, he can empty it out and get himself some free potion. Or at least a potion. And now we're seeing Kova start dipping into Eastern Palace. And we did have a map check briefly when I was looking. It seems that this is a pendant and the other 2 Light World dungeons are crystals.
Yeah, these checks go so fast by sometimes.
So Xirtanul will most certainly get a check and confirm for us. After they open up the back shed and get evidently not anything worthwhile.
Yeah, he might think that Sora is required because they did get 2 times 300 rupees.
But Zora's not on logic yet. They don't have the mitts or the flippers to reach him. Or any lift upgrade, rather. We only seen 1 item thus far in Eastern, it was just bombs. We have the big key as well, so there's a chance that Lamp is not required to get loot Eastern completely. And it looks like there's going to be at least 1 lamp locked item in here. Kova has already shown that they are no stranger to darkness. I do not expect. Okay, we have an item at Armos as well. It's guaranteed. So there's a guaranteed item back here, and there's a guaranteed item at Armos. Kova can only get 1 of them, and they're going for it. This is technically off sequence because they expect you to have the lamp, but having to not double dip this dungeon and go all the way back here a second time is pretty much worth it.
Yeah, and what have they left after they come out of here? I think only Aga. Or am I wrong?
Agana has not been checked.
Yeah.
And
That's pretty much it. Logic-wise.
Yeah, logic-wise it's just Agana. Which is very interesting because they actually don't have the means to do either Aghanim or Darkworld access with just 1 item. And there's Bombos there, so that's not gonna help either. So this, what can Agana have? It has to be Hookshot.
Yeah, hookshot or the lift upgrade. No, lift upgrade doesn't help. So it has to be hookshot.
Yeah, Hookshot's at Agana. That's the only way that they can get anywhere. Actually, no, lift grade does help them slightly.
Yeah, the back of the escape, I think.
Yeah.
Also, someone in chat pointed it just right out. Yeah, they could get 3 potential items there, so then the moon pearl would be located in there, I would say.
Yes. But either way, regardless, Agana has to be visited at some point. We can pretty much confirm this because he's the only vanilla location that these two runners have not checked about sequence breaking. And Xirtanul, I think, would go straight there.
Yeah, he checked the front of the escape already. Equipping the flute right away.
And some people are pointing out that Ice Red Cave hasn't been checked, Bat hasn't been checked. So yeah, there's a lot of locations that haven't been checked yet, but
Kova died.
It is a very slim chance that we are going to go straight to Dark World or straight to Aghanim in 3 locations. There's going to be at least one item that's going to open up more items. No, Bat's completely in logic, Spiffers, because they have the hammer and the powder. Oh, right! Powder's in the dark room. You're absolutely right. Forgot about that fact. 10 arrows, which means it's at Ice Rod Cave, of all things. So that is very interesting right there. And you would have to assume Xirtanul's going to check that right now. Yeah, there goes Xirtanul. And there can only be a select few things at this point.
So Pete doesn't die, yeah?
Yeah, that's right. Koba was going to check here, but he died. That's why we slit through. And we are seeing a dark escape on Koba's end. We'll see if that pays out. It's the mirror? Okay, mirror lets them get a ton of items up on the mountain. Yes. The entirety of the right side is open.
Also, that opens up Tower of Hera.
Yes, as well. So mirror was the logic. We shall see how long it takes COVID to figure out the mirror at Ice Rod Cave. It's a shame too, because if he didn't die there, he'd be having a massive lead right now.
Oh yeah, he wouldn't have done this in the dark right now. I doubt he would have done it.
We have yet to see what the item is. So they're picking up their powder. Yes, Kova is indeed in the dark room escape. He's trying to find the chest here.
Yeah, I didn't catch in which room he is, but
it's a blue bottle.
Yeah.
I mean, that's our 3rd bottle now, isn't it? Combined across all our runners.
Yeah, that's true. One was in the running game, then the first was in Link's house, and this is the 3rd one.
I don't know if Xirtanul picked up that bottle though.
He picked up the bee and the green goo, yes.
Okay, so we had 3 bottles combined amongst both our runners, each of them having 2 right now.
Yeah, Kova checking now the race.
We'll see the bottle there. Kova's start here was kind of shaky.
Yeah, considering if he wouldn't have died, he would actually be in a very good shape now, but...
And Koba is going to pick up the mirror now. And we're already seeing the first item in here. It is the small key. Now, if this second chest is not the big key, then that means this place is lamp locked and basement required. At the very least. It's an item. They cannot do Hera right now. Oh boy.
Very good start for a seed.
Yes, these seeds have been trolling them already. And Xirtanul is about to check Spike, or not Spike Cave, the Spiral Cave. Getting my locations mixed up.
Yeah, I hate doing the spiral cave without the boots. It feels like you are running around like a minute or something like that.
Indeed. Does it pay off though? Not quite. Just a piece of heart. I don't get that bunny sprite from that Link's from Koba's sprite at all. That one looks really weird.
Me neither. Blue mail?
Alright, blue mail. And for those of you wondering, oh hey, there's a black mage. That isn't any black mage. I think that's Vivi from FF. I want to say 9?
Yes.
Yeah. I have not played that one, so I did not fully know it. I haven't played most of them. Oh, Fire Rod, hello. That's gonna be good. And the and the gloves.
Holy
Jeez!
shit.
Can I? Forget calling this Paradise Cave. I'm calling that Mountain High Cave. Holy crap! That was loaded.
Yeah, and it takes him immediately back to Tower of Hera, since he has now the fire source, the light source he needed. It's so trolly, actually.
Oh, but you wanna know what else? That means technically, Armos is not technically on sequence, but they can go do them. And it's kind of a strange thing to think about. Even though they don't have a lamp to technically see in the dark, they could light their way to Armos. But that is still not considered in the logic at all. It's kind of an interesting little quirk I brought up once.
Yeah, since it's a pendant dungeon, I doubt they will do it early.
No.
They're probably gonna chain it with port if they are running out of locations to check.
And Xert doing the very nice mechanic of not getting soft locked here, but it is a Resident Sleeper shed all the same.
Koa meanwhile grabbing his blue mail and the other stuff he will get soon.
Yes.
Armits and fire rod.
Bow, power gloves, and the fire rod. Oh, what a delicious seed this is.
I haven't seen Paradox Cave giving much lately, so that's really, really loaded.
Well, like I said, I'm calling that Mountain Hype Cave because that's a lot of items. And Xirtanul's got the big key. They are going up to the upper floors. Both the items are up here. They have to be. Using some hammer strats. Pretty nicely done. Has to somewhat pay close attention to their bomb count, actually. That I look at it. Only have 5 bombs.
Will he attempt the bomb jump? Or will you do it safe?
I would play it safe at this point. The sea's not being kind to you. You really should play it safe. Especially with Moon Pearl right there. Oh, they're going for it. And takes the long fall.
Yeah, he was running up quite fast, so.
Good recognition though from Xirtanul, knowing that Crystal Switch was just off screen.
There's a safe set up for the bomb jump, but I'm not sure if he knows about it.
I think that one requires boots.
No, it's with 2 bombs.
Well,
boots is safe as well, yes. You need only 1 bomb, but there's one with 2 bombs.
I still need to learn a lot of these bomb jumps. I only have the most important one learned thus far.
Nice Pedestal.
Yes. And Xirtanul is taking the safe way to get to the big key chest, the vanilla way. And inside, it's just 20 feet. That's just insult to injury right there. Falling down 2 floors, presumably not breaking your legs, and just getting 20 rubies in the chest you were trying to get in the first place.
And Moldom time. Or Trolldom time?
I would say Trolldom.
Or if you will behave.
And 1 hit. Takes 3 hammer hits. There's the second one. And the third.
Okay.
Nice and easy. And we know, that he's got the compass, so. There we go. First crystal's on the board, 27 minutes in.
Kova looks like, yeah, I just wanted to say, he looked like he was 1 pixel too low still.
Oh, and just COVID making the same mistake. And having the same recognition. I gotta respect these runners knowing that switch is there. And with everything that... Oh, because they have the Moon Pearl now, Xert is going into Dark World, and because he has a hammer, Agato's not required this seed.
Yeah, going right to the Hype Cave.
Or Disappointment Cave, depending on how you see it.
Yeah.
I've been hearing it called that. I've been hearing it being called that. And we have a map check. 5 and 6 up north. Turtle Rock and Skull Woods. Didn't quite see where the other pendants were. Looks like we have a Meyer pendant. And a Thieves Town pendant.
Shout out to our tracker, he's doing good work with this.
Yes,
I didn't catch it at all.
And we're seeing the Hype Cave now. Nothing good so far.
Just Money Cave this time.
Yes, but I'm not gonna... I don't think Xirtanul will say no to having those extra bombs. That's gonna help him quite a bit going forward.
Yeah, as you mentioned, he was really low on bomb count.
And, is he going to pod at this point?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, I'd say. No reason not to.
He can't be bow-locked, so why not do it?
You know, I actually heard something earlier today.
You mean the key logic?
Yeah, the key logic in pod can actually lock you out if you're not careful.
Wouldn't be a problem in this case, since he has the mirror, I think. So
no, the issue is that the key lock can lock out the bow because they chose the wrong door.
Oh yeah, Christos was posting it, I think, in the Randomizer channel.
But anyway, guys, this is not a thing that has to be worried about, and it will be patched, at least for all of you who are playing casually, so don't worry about it. But in the very low chance that we do get a seed like that, we haven't worked out all the details, but there will be a regame. Carissa, just to be clear, there is an issue in which the bow can be locked inside pod or leading to pod. It was a recent discovery as of today.
Xirtanul finding the shroom right there in the chest, so he has to jump down first, since he can't look after the left chest there. Vanilla big key chest.
Just so we're clear, guys, this can't happen right now, so don't worry about it.
Kova having a little bit of trouble in Skullwoods.
Yes. And we're seeing the bow root here.
Big key, is he attempting another bomb jump?
No, it doesn't look like it.
He will first grab the chest and then maybe attempt it.
Yeah, that would probably be more wise.
No, he's not doing it. Probably because he has only 3 hearts. Oh, is he routing to do the boss first and then going from there?
That would make sense. He has the fire rod.
Since he opened only 3 chests and he must have gotten 2 keys out of it. But I didn't catch if he had 1 item out of there.
And they're only finding a key in that big key chest for Xirtanul. Doesn't look like Pod's paid out too much. He's almost down to, I think, just dark rooms.
Yeah, logic-wise he is almost done. I think 2 chests available for him.
Yeah.
I guess he will attempt to do the dark rooms.
Smart use of the bombs there. Using one to take out the Helmosaur. I should just fire an arrow at him. And are we gonna see some darkroom plays from Xirtanul? I mean, he can at least light this one up. Chooses not to, though.
Now Kova is gonna do an interesting fight. Fire that sword. Moth.
If only like 1 or 2 shots. And all right, one of the chests downstairs was money. I think. It looks like maybe the other one was a key. Really hard to tell in the dark room sometimes because the item is also made dark.
Well done by Kova. That was a really good fight.
Boy, that was a huge sequence break by Xirtanul.
Yeah, I saw the flippers there.
Yes. And by that, and that means the flippers cannot lead to the lamp, so nothing regarding Zora. Actually, no, Zora himself could have the flippers, the lamp. That's the only exclusion.
Yeah, since they found the power meds on sequence, could lead them to them.
So yeah, the only thing that involving the flippers that can have the lamp is King Zora. Which means our lamp is not in Swamp or Ice Palace. So that's some good information. I don't think Xirtanul's too worried about it. Or Kova for that matter, but we shall see.
I think most runners at this point will do all the dark rooms, except Aga. I can see that some people shy away from that because it's really difficult.
Oh, we got a Master Sword in the Skull Woods. And the boots! What are those? Very nicely done from Kova, making a good play into Skull Woods. Good recognition on his part. And Xirtanul's actually going to go do the dark rooms leading up to Helmasaur. This is actually kind of difficult because of the third room with, I believe it's 6 or 8 Helmasaurs that you, or turtles you have to flip.
I think he will light the room up since he has the fire rod.
Yes, and I'm actually surprised he pushed that statue as well. He had the Cane of Samaria.
Yeah, you're right. He probably forgot about it.
Alright, now he's lighting up the room, so he'll be able to see all these turtles.
And making quick work out of them.
Indeed. So, let's start deciphering what could be at Pedestal. It can't be very much.
A safe call is Ice Rod or one of the medallions required for Turtle Rock.
We're all in. They have Titan's been at the game, at the chess game. Oh boy, what does this see? And Kova immediately routing down to all of the southwest Dark World. Seeing some bow strats against Helmasaur.
Yeah, waiting for him to stand still. Because it takes 8 shots if I remember correctly.
Yes, 8 shots, or just 2... Or no,
there's the lamb!
Silver.
The lamb in the
Lamb?
ticket game.
Okay, so there's the lamp. And you know what? If Xirtanul went west instead of east towards the town, he could have done Digging Game. It is available to him from the Hype Cave portal.
Now he's doing what I said earlier, so he's chaining port with Eastern Palace.
Yes, that's probably the smart thing. Neither runner knows that this is a Pedestal seed yet. We have yet to see the book. And it looked like Ether for Meyer, so that medallion's gonna be at large if it is. Which also means Meyer the Pedestal cannot be Ether. And just a couple hearts right there. Koba did check his race game as far as I'm aware.
Yes, he did check it.
Xirtanul, on the other hand, completed it. And we're seeing a checkerboard check, and... it's just a bomb booster. Nothing major.
I wonder why he did fire rods straight forward instead of just turning slow, shortly to the right.
I don't know.
Maybe he forgot about that.
And smart call here for Kova, doing the Desert Palace play. Recognizing that with that talisman he acquired, he has access to this dungeon. And with the boots, you can see that this dungeon is boots locked. So Skull Woods is looking like a really, really good play for him.
Yeah, it really paid off with Master Sword and the boots, but he did it backwards, so he could have hadn't gotten a easier
Oh wait,
time with
I
the
stand
morph.
corrected. The big key was right there, so boots were actually not required. You're only required to get to these items on the side here. Which are compass, and unless it's the second night, unless we actually have we seen the map? There's the map. So the freaking boots were not required at all. I stand corrected indeed. Big chest is gonna have an item though. Lambos is gonna have an item. Let's see what they are. And while we were talking about that, Xirtanul has killed those Armos Knights and is moving on. Not opting to save and quit, so I'm thinking they might be going to check Catfish. The single arrow!
Yeah, validation arrow.
Or as I've heard it, and I like to call it myself, the one arrow you use to shoot Ganon for the finishing blow. It needs to get its silver tip first, but we shall see. Actually, they have not found silvers yet at all. Could this be a silverless Ganon? Well, we're getting a pyramid check from Xirtanul, so we'll find out soon enough.
Nothing on the pyramid.
Oh, and we're about to see Landvillas on Kova's end. Meanwhile, I can only assume Xirtanul's gonna go check Catfish and everything up there. It is the cleanest check.
Yeah,
actually, this is like the absolute most efficient play ever, because he also has the mushroom to turn in, I believe.
yes.
So he
With the mirror, this is very, very good routing.
Yeah, he can literally get everything regarding Northeast Arc World, Northeast to Hyrule done right quick. Checking the mushroom first. See this phase out. And Mo's giving Kova a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, he missed a couple of shots with the fire rod, so he has to rely on spin slashes.
And the witch trying to bribe the Xirtanul to say, hey, here's some money, buy our potions. That might come in handy if they actually need some money later on, but they're pretty set on money at this point.
Yeah, I doubt they need much money.
And I missed what the second item was from the Lamb Molas. It looks like it wasn't anything important. And, looks like, was that a premature mirror on Xirtanul's part? It's just a heart piece, but Xirtanul only having 7 heart containers, that's a little bit of a... that can go a long way. Eventually. And an air... just a booster of each kind at the Waterfall Cave, wow. And Kova will have... having everything needed for this dungeon, will be getting their flippers soon enough. And the Waterfall Ledge just has 3 bombs, so nothing really good this far from,
Yeah, and King Zora will probably just pay him or give him a heart container. Something like that.
I'm gonna be a little bit more generous. I'm still gonna say he's got a sword upgrade. And he has... close enough. Close enough. It's a shield upgrade. Fire shield get. That'll help with the blind fight if they need to do that.
Yeah, it's really convenient for that fight.
Yeah. And Xirtanul is probably gonna head over to Skull Woods area at this point. Yeah, that's the most obvious call right there. Get those 2 dungeons done and over with.
Kova didn't check Keystone at all.
You're right, he didn't check Kingston. But he hasn't also gone anywhere near the north side, so... he hasn't had a reason to check it. We'll see if that comes back to bite him.
Yeah, I guess with the mirror, Xirtanul will at least check the 4 chests in the front.
Yeah. And just a reminder, guys, that Kova did not check the Graveyard Cave because he entered from the warp, has not gone north yet. Both runners have had the means to do this because they have found Mirror. Although, Xirtanul's still looking for their boots, and we know what's in here.
I could see him with the boots going there, since you can check 3 spots, or technically 4. So you can see the bumper cave.
Yeah, I would definitely go there sooner rather than later. I usually do it actually when I go to check Skull Woods, but these owners are basically just going straight there. Now we're gonna see these 2 items in the dark were. Oh, the Book of Adora! How did we miss that?
Yeah, I didn't see it as well. I didn't even see it in his inventory. Wow. Okay. The question is...
Okay, so Xirtanul is absolutely going to be checking the pedestal after this. That's why he did Eastern Palace. You want to get that dungeon done while I was in the area in case it's pedestal required.
Oh, yeah, right. So that would mean he knows about the book.
He hasn't checked the pedestal yet, though. That's what he's gonna do immediately after doing this dungeon. You have to know this. That's gotta be what he's planning. I just also want to point out there was a little bit of sync there with them entering the doors at the same time. There's only a few items that can be on pedestal. Ether can't be it. Could be silver arrows. Not that it's necessary. Could be Quake. Could be Ice Rod. Could be Magic Cape for some reason. And it just could be Couch Cash. We'll see.
Could be the hookshot.
Oh yeah, you're right. Hookshot is also on the table.
Since they have the boots, that means they have access to Maya.
Yes, because the logic does check for bonk jumps. The ability to jump with the boots. And you can cross the gap in Mire with such a jump. Oh, Xirtanul dying to Mothula. Trying the hammer strats. Not exactly working out in their favor.
The Silent Strikes, I think he tried to do with the hammer, since the hammer does tempered sword damage. So with the normal sword he does basically, I would say, 1 damage, and with the hammer he would do 4 damage.
Yeah. Takes a little bit more, a lot more effort to kill with the fighter sword than it does the hammer. But also keep in mind that if he Mothula touches spikes, Mafia is actually immune to the damage that they were going to receive. It overwrites it. And if you play vanilla, that's actually a bug with the gold sword. So yeah, we'll see round 2 with some off here. Meanwhile, Xirtanul's got to deal with Elvisar. He's getting away from him a little bit. I would just use fire
That's
on
looking way better.
It's looking way better indeed. There we go. Both
That was
bosses
pretty fire.
down.
But I wonder why he didn't use his fire rods. He has also the green potion. Maybe he forgot about the green potion.
Yeah, well, that was the first item. I wouldn't assume so. But yes, nice boss fights on both these runners' parts. And Xirtanul knows the last item in here. Ironically, it's the Master Sword, which would have made the fight just a little bit easier on him. Might see some frustration bombs there in a little bit.
And Kovac turning in the shroom right away.
Yes, and we are going to see the pedestal check. Let's see what it is. If it's... Oh, Kovac didn't do Eastern. So if this is a pedestal required seed, Xirtanul's got a huge advantage right now. Oh, but it's not. It's just 3 bombs. Pedestal Hype is dead. We got an average seed here.
Xirtanul now on his way to T-Stone, I would say. Grabbing his Titan mitts.
Yes, and Kova dipping into Ice Palace. They have the green potions, so they should be fine. But this place can be kind of bad if you don't have the hook shot. There is but one room.
Yeah, he refilled his potions, I believe.
Yes.
And that was Redmare, I think, on the ledge.
Pretty good find there. Xirtanul is making sure it's not aggro required. I don't think they checked. Yep. So Xirtanul's probably a little bit surprised right now that they have such a tame seed. Considering the last one. Kind of reminds me of the last race I commentated, in which it was aggro required to get into Mire, and there was 4 different dungeons they had to go to get all the items. We're not having that big of a control today, thankfully. That was a crazy race. And Xirtanul is going to start checking the graveyard areas. Kovac hasn't done this yet, and this could be huge.
I think this paid off in the last race. Or am I wrong here?
I'm not entirely sure. Kovac's going to restock up on bombs and a little bit of healing along the way. This is the bomb, though. And just 3 bombs there. Sathid, gold gloves. We're in the chess game. Second item. I specify second item because there is the off chance that it can be the first item, and 1 in 8 chance.
The hookshot is not required to go to the right side.
No, but there is an instance of a room that if you go downstairs, or try to get this room normally that Kobo is in right now, or the room before rather. There's a room that you need the hookshot to cross, but it can be done with a bomb jump, but it's a fairly difficult one. That is the room the hookshot is required. Thankfully, the key logic here is being merciful.
And logic-wise, he is not able to go where he's right now, since he moved over the spikes, and the logic requires you to have either the cape or Can of Banner.
Yes. Crossing spike fields and the laser bridge account for some form of invincibility or a way to block the damage. It doesn't matter too much here, because this is just regular open, but in the one-hit KO modes, that's a very huge deal and is a much needed logic improvement. And it looks like Vitreous has... No, not Vitreous, Cold Stare. I'm getting them mixed up. They're both eye bosses. But yes, Cold Stare looks like he has an item, so we should see what they have. Oh, actually, no. Koba has not checked the, I believe this is the compass chest. And Xirtanul opting to enter desert the normal way. Oh!
He wasn't in Thieves Town. He did go right away to Bumper Cave, Lumberjack, and stuff. So he hasn't gotten his mids yet.
That could cost him a little bit of time. Because Koba's making a lot of dungeon progress. Getting zapped there from Kova. Is Xirtanul just gonna gamble that the right side doesn't have any items?
Depends on what he's going to find in the big chest.
Oh, we know that's an item.
Yeah, that
Alright,
would... That he could gamble that the last item is a landmolar, so...
We'll see if he actually does that. Meanwhile, we're about to see the Cold Stare fight on Kova's end. It looks like... Oh! Hopefully Kova remembers that he has that green potion, otherwise he's gonna not have magic. Oh, he's got a blue potion. He's even more fine off.
He used his green potion earlier in the moth fight.
Ah.
I'm not sure if he bought 2 potions.
You might have bought a potion at the very least. Choosing to use hammer strikes instead of drinking that potion.
Oh. Okay.
He knew the damage range. Very smart recognition of values there. So there was a third item I missed in the place. So we'll see what that becomes later. And looking at potential go modes here, hookshot and ice run. That's it. Depending on what the medallion is for Turtle Rock. So yeah, we gotta wait for these items. We're seeing a hobo check here.
Yeah, hookshot is kind of predictable, I would say.
There's that cane of burn.
Yeah, there's the cane. The But the other 2 items can be anywhere. Literally anywhere.
Yes. And something I want to point out, the logic does expect you to fight Ganon with the tempered sword at the very least. But it's not required. And I'm honestly surprised Kova has not been up to Dark Death Mountain at this point. Is Kova doing what I think he's doing?
He is going to Swamp. Oh no!
He hasn't done high kick yet. Okay, that's a little bit that's a little bit cleaner play. He'll probably check Bombos while he's in the Dark World here as well.
Yeah, he's gonna be disappointed.
Yeah, that was a very disappointing That was a very disappointing cave.
Okay, Xirtanul finally going to the village of Outcast.
Oh, that's interesting to notice. Something on my end, sorry. Ooh, that's a tempered sword right there. That is really good. And Xirtanul, thought even they were diving, has picked up their Titan's bits. We got this going.
No high five incoming? No.
No. Well, yeah, we're gonna see the blacksmith route from Kova. This makes a little bit more sense. And meanwhile, we're gonna see a dip into Pendant Thieves Town.
I can see Xirtanul doing the Smith route right after this.
Yes.
Is Xirtanul going to out of Thieves Town or will he continue to be there? He's opting to go out. Just as I foresaw it. Just checking the first items. Kova doing magic bat in the meantime.
Yes, looks like we're getting that magic back check. And just a single rupee. And Xirtanul getting their lamp finally.
Yeah, he's turning into Smith, and then with Purple Chest he's going to check the Haunted Grove.
Yeah, I would not put it past him to do that. And did Kova leave the Purple Chest behind?
Yeah, he's now going to the Bumper Cave, I would say.
That probably makes the most sense. I did miss what was at Blacksmith's, however. It looks like it was nothing important.
No, I think it was just rupees. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Chat is pointing out as well it was 20 rupees. So I was right.
Alright. So being a little bit of a rip-off artist, because that's actually 10 rupees you're getting. Most people don't realize that they do charge you a minor fee of 10 rupees, and if you get 20 rupees, they actually pay. You actually lose the money and then gain the money back, so it's not really that noticeable. And Kova's checking Graveyard Ledge, fighting a little bit of disappointment.
Yeah, they're really close to each other. They're basically checking things which the other one already has checked.
They are in the frantic search for that Ice Rod and Hook Shot. Now, I have to ask you, do you think either one of these runners are considering Ice Rod as Internal Rock? You know, classic style.
I would say that since I know Xirtanul, he will probably clear most of the stuff before going to Turtle Rock to check for Ice Rod there.
Yeah. Me, I would have probably taken the gamble. Just risked it.
It depends how you feel. If you feel behind, then I guess you will probably take the gamble. But if you don't feel behind, yeah. Not sure if Koba would take the gamble since he's one match behind.
Yeah, I would say he needs to make a desperation play if he wants to get back in this race. It's too close to call right now, though. Yes, Pedestal is only 3 bombs. And Aghanim's also not on the table either, so this is a little bit of a standard seed. It's your classic Iron Troll, and the Boomerang is not what we wanted to see. But Xirtanul taking advantage of the portal there, and will be checking Bombos. And the hook shot is here, that is huge.
Yeah, he might dip into Swamp since he's in the area.
Yeah, a double dip to Swamp wouldn't be that bad. And it could pay off for him in the long run. Now, there is a little bit of a troll situation I would like to mention here. Hookshot could be in Turtle Rock, and Ice Rod could be in the back part of Swamp Palace. That is a viable scenario that these runners are probably not considering that's way out there, but it can happen. Xirtanul is going into Ice Palace though, and that will catch him up in terms of crystals. Kova checking the back of Escape. Surprised Kova hasn't done this yet.
Yeah, me too. I thought he did it, but he was only in the dark of the sewers.
Yes, and if we can see, it was only 25 bucks. And we're seeing a mountain climb here from Kova. Now this is 2 options here. He's either going just to check Ether, or he's going to check Ether and Turtle Rock, and the rest of East Step Mountain while he's at it. No matter what he does here, that's a pretty big call, and it could give him the edge.
We could also check Spike Cave.
Yeah, but I don't think Spike Cave is really a good idea. It's very rare that it's gonna be there. Just a heart piece there from Ether Medallion. So both the tablets... Actually, the book in its entirety is a red herring. Nothing important at all the book required locations. Even entering desert as we know it, not necessary. And I did catch a glimpse of floating island. Just money there this time, so they don't have to worry about that. And oh boy, he is going blindly onto Turtle Rock. We shall see the medallion. If it is Bombos, and it is. Oh boy, this is huge. I would assume he's going to check the surrounding areas and then dive in. At this point, you're making a big gamble of the ice rod being in there, and I am all for it.
Yeah, this could be his play.
Yeah, he's banking on the fact with the 5 chests that he can reach all of them, whereas you only reach 3 or 4 at most in Swamp. He's banking on the odds, mainly. Of there being something in Turtle Rock. It may not lead him to the ice rod, but it might lead him to the hook shot.
But if this doesn't lead him to anything, then it's a huge time loss.
Well, yes, except that he does clean up a little bit of the dungeon on the way. And with the Cannon Burner, he can technically grab every single chest in here. So let's see if this is a big gamble. Or big waste of time. And there we go. And I now just saw the third item in Ice Palace. It's just a piece of heart. Trouble getting smacked a bit by the eye lasers.
Oh, I hope he thinks about that he doesn't have the hook shot.
We'll see. He's aware.
Yeah.
He's taking the long way around the room. Good recognition on his part.
Yeah, muscle memory can be something bad sometimes.
Nice dash strat. Very well done. Going to tank the roller. It does 2 hearts on blue mail. And 3 if you're on green. Now we're going to get to the second most lethal enemy in the game here in just a little bit.
Yeah, change rooms can be devastating.
Yes, I've actually got hit by them in green mail. It is 6 whole red hearts of damage. These things hurt a lot, and the longer there's in the room, the more desync they get. Oh, but the bug net saving him. He can now do the swag and just grab all the fairies he could ever want. So Koba is pretty much unkillable at this point.
Xirtanul entering the Cold Stare fight, but he's way better equipped than Koba was at the time.
Yes, Koba. Xirtanul having that tempered sword.
Yep. It's
And
very quick.
dispatched with ease. So now the question is, where is Xirtanul going next? You could try a risk and go into a swamp. Or he can do what Kova is doing and go into Turtle Rock. No matter which play he decides to make, it's not a very good one in my opinion. But what other choices do they have? And it looks like
The Maya play.
we've already seen this from Kova, but I don't think Xirtanul knows. It's Ether. It is Ether at for Meyer entry, so
Yeah, I forgot he didn't do this yet, so he will check our board on this one.
yes. You gotta assume that Kova's gonna check Mimic Cave. And confirmation that it is Ether. That'll be a twist. Going into Turtle Rock just to find Ether in the last chest, and inside Meyer is your Ice Rod.
He's having a little bit of trouble. Yeah.
Yeah, he's trying to
Mimics.
kite the mimics. And
You got silvers.
Silver arrows, very nice. Good place to find those too. Although most of the bosses you would kill silvers with the exception of Cold Stare. Oh no, Yes, too. They're already dead. Taking the time to heal there, I don't see the value in it, except for the Maid of Magic. What? Why did he leave the big chest behind?
Good question.
Well, now he has to go back, doesn't he? He realizes it now. He's like, damn it. He forgot.
Yeah, he's missing a key.
The big chest has a small key. And now he's got to do the entire loop around again. Did he forget he had the big key in this entrance?
Yeah, I think you can't enter this area without a big key, so... Oh boy.
Okay,
Oh,
smart.
hopefully he saw it. Yeah, he saw it. Wow.
There you go, Kofa. Gave us all a little scare there.
Yeah, he totally forgot about it.
And Xirtanul is making the T-Rock play as well. And they're out of key. Kova's out of keys. There's a key on Laser Bridge. Along with ideally the Ice Rod, but let's see if that pays off. This could be a dud. And actually, if the hookshot's not here, then the hookshot is actually in vanilla Swamp Palace.
Could also lead to Misery Maya. If we find Ether.
Yes. So there's a lot of options here. The shovel!
Oh, we get the shovel, which leads to Ether, then to Misery Maya, and then we find which is Hookshot.
Hookshot!
He finds it.
Alright, so it's a forced double dip into Turtle Rock! What if that shovel has the Ice Rod though and it was a red herring to go into ice? Is he gonna let it troll him? Oh, it might.
Yeah, he's going for Swamp right away.
I do not blame him. Because that ice rod has to be here, or it has to be at ice, or it could be a chill spot. Meanwhile, Xirtanul working their way through Turtle Rock. So what I actually called earlier might actually come into play here. It was a double dip either way. The question is, was it a double dip? Was it a forced double dip on Swamp House's part, or was it a forced double dip on Turtle Rock's part? It all depends on if the ice rod is in the first half of Swamp House, and we are about to see what's in there.
Any amount of money. Why he didn't check the hookshot cave was when he mirrored out, he did come out of another spot, a very different spot, so he can't go right away to the hookshot cave.
Yes, and they will Koba will most likely check hookshot cave before returning into Turtle Rock to finish it. So all eyes on Koba right now, I believe. Because we all know what Xirtanul's going to be doing for the next 4 minutes or so.
Yeah, he will do the same stuff that Koba did.
Except probably not forget to open the big chest.
Hopefully not, yes.
Someone is calling Ether and Swamp. I do not want Ether and Swamp, to be honest. I think that would be just a little too trolly. No, I want the ice rod to be in the back half of this place, so it's a forced Turtle Rock. If it's in the front half, then it was a forced double dip into a swamp, which is actually not that bad by comparison.
That's true.
So they chose the greater of two evils there. Both of these dungeons, at least one of them had to be double dipped. We shall see if it's was meant to be. Oh, he's ignoring left side. Interesting play there. He thinks the Turtle Rock cost him a bit of time. Either that or he feels ahead. One or the other.
I can see him going...
Oh, I think the panic from the big chest might have been making him feel behind.
I can see him clearing swamp, and if he doesn't find something, then he goes back in.
Yes. So he's checking the back side. Yeah, we do not need Ether, folks. It is just Ice Rod for go mode right now. And so far, Xirtanul showed a little bit of frustration there with the silver arrows. And there's only one item left in the dungeon, I think. So have they found Maverick Compass in Swamp?
I didn't see the first item, but the second one was 20 rupees.
Alright, so...
And they found just a compass, I think. In the drowned chest. One of the two. Oh, am I wrong here?
Someone's saying... Alright, let's see what Argus has.
Yeah, he found the compass.
Okay, so he found the compass, so there's at least one item on the left side. Oh, and there's the big key! exclamation point, missed it, didn't get the chest. Alright, so he's gonna go in and get his remaining items now. Most definitely. That means a big key is Ice Rod. That was guaranteed a force double dip into... Actually, it was a double dip. You had to kill the boss to get the big key to get the Ice Rod. And then... Wow. Someone pointing out the worst case scenario here in the chat. Shovel the Ether to Ice Rod on Vitreous. Oh, that's kind of bad.
Yeah,
I will say that much.
That's even worse than which.
Oh,
I was saying
Xirtanul's
earlier.
got a little bit of a problem here.
Yeah, he took the safety exit.
No, he didn't go to Hobo yet. He doesn't have the Cane of Samar, the Cane of Burna. He has to do laser skips. And there's the hookshot in their end. Now what Xirtanul can do here is mirror, drop down, go back to the mountain, and check Hookshot Cave. Choosing not to though. He's going... Is he going to the swamp or is he going... Oh, he's going to the shovel spot!
If that is Ice Rod, then that will be a huge time save for him.
Yes, because he can go mode the dungeon that Kova is finished full clearing right now. And they will be in go mode. Let's see. It's a piece of heart! Which means Kova's in the right track. Kova's sniffing out the last required item. Oh boy, stay tuned folks, and make sure to give these guys a follow. They deserve it. They are putting on a good show today. Alright, here we go. The last two chests in Swamp Palace. The map. So it's Big Key Chest that has the item. Is it Ether or is it Ice Rod? It's a heart container?
Yeah, they didn't. Kova didn't go into Thief's Town at all, so could be also there. It could be Hookshot Cave.
You're right. Thief's Town has not been entered by either one of our runners, has it?
So basically, in big chests, for example, Thief's Town could lie our wonderful Ice Rod.
Oh my goodness, that is huge! But the question is, which one will make the dip into Thief's Town? That's one of the dungeons I prioritize.
Yeah, Xirtanul just cleared the front of the Thief's Town. He didn't go into the back. So I'm not sure when he will go back there.
Oh, this might be... Oof. Yeah, someone else is pointing out the Hookshot Cave is also on the table. So it's literally find the Ice Rod, folks. One of 3 locations it could potentially be in. I would have to say Kova just goes in and says, YOLO, full clear. Here, Thief's Town. It's got his greatest item density right now. It's probably his best play.
Yeah, people keep mentioning the Hookshot Cave. That they didn't do it right after they got the hookshot, but it makes more sense to go into Swamp with 6 items instead of doing just 3 items.
Yes, double the odds there. Oh, Kova is making that gamble though. He's apparently felt the energy of the chat. He is going to Hookshot Cave. We shall see the Ice Rod's there. And if so, he's in go mode. But just as likely, it could be Ether, and it'll be in Ice Palace or Thieves Town, so it'll be in a pendant dungeon. So we really need to figure this out. And Xirtanul about to drain the water down here. Gonna get a few more items, but we know for a fact that the ice rod's not in here. And here we go, the 3 chests in Hookshot Cave. The ice rod's right there in the first chest! So we got a go vote at 1 hour 30 minutes for Kova. And he's gonna make his way to Trinex and slay them. And this is his last crystal, so he will be going straight to Ganon's tower when he is done. So Xirtanul has to go back up the mountain to find the ice rod. That was the play. They wanted you to go all the way in they wanted you to essentially do Turtle Rock twice. Ow! This seed hurts a little bit. It's a double Turtle Rock seed. Oh man, Dust, what's your thoughts on this?
Yeah, it was sure for. It is obvious that it was required a double dip, but I didn't think it would be really up the mountain. I would have made the same play they did, so I don't blame them for doing it.
Yeah, getting rid of Swamp was ideal, but the fact that they had a full clear Turtle Rock just to do the whole thing over again. That's just mean. This seed is mean. Who made this seed?
Yeah, sometimes you think there's someone planting the seeds.
There is sort of a meme going around that if we got a bad seed, it's Shades, but I'm not gonna blame him. Wow.
Yeah,
right.
I kind of thought of bad luck as well.
Yeah, a little bit of bad luck goes a long way. So, we're about to begin the Trinex fight here. 5 sword slashes on each head. After removing their invulnerability with the fire and ice rods respectively. Here we go. And Kova doing some smart menuing there.
Okay, he goes for the 1 cycle, but he gets 2.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to 1 cycle him with Tempered Sword.
Yeah, if you run it back, you can actually...
Play with fire here!
He selected the potion, yeah, okay, good. You can actually 0 cycle him if you run into the back of his heads before they come out. When you kill him then.
Yes, I'm aware of that. And there's just another bottle. That's our 4th bottle. And with that final crystal, I guess it's time to start that game we know so well. We have 22 item locations in Ganon's Tower. 1 big key to find. Give us a number. Tell us what chest it is. Or a location. That works too. I'm gonna say the compass chest. That's usually my go-to chest. It's the one that spawns the pits on the right side. What about you, Dustin? What's your pick?
I say, as always, 13.
13. Going left. That's in random room, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right.
if they do the usual checking the 2 chests on the right side and then going
Well,
left.
compass chest is if you go right, it's number 6. If you go left, it's number 21. I'm all for the right side gambles. And it looks like we're gonna have a forced left side. And a key on torch. Bob is dead. Rip Bob. And we have 3 item locations checked. We're about to see numbers 4, 5, 6, and 7 right here in the Stalfos room. That's just a small key. Half magic, that'll be really helpful. Just 5 rubies. And there's the 3rd shield! Just want a quick reminder here that Kova, I don't think, did Zora. So he did not get the level 3 shield. Or was it somewhere else?
Oh, Xirtanul seems to be floating away. But he's not going to Hookshot Cave.
This is a bad play for Xirtanul.
He's doing the T-Stone play.
And Fire Room didn't have any fire. Snake Room has just more money. We're coming up to Rando Room! Aptly named because you never come here unless you're playing the Randomizer. Or so I'm told. Oh, Xirtanul's going into Thieves Town. There's Ether though, so we know it's not... So at least he will not be trolled with a Mire play.
Yeah, I think he doesn't have much options left.
Yeah, he'll eventually figure it out that it is Hookshot Cave. But again, I was worried for a second there that he would find Ether in Thieves Town.
Oh yeah, that would
get misled
lead him to Mr. Maya.
Yeah, thankfully he will not get led astray. And we're gonna see Bob, or what would have been Bob. It's now just a normal anti-fairy. And there's Quake! So all the medallions are accounted for. And it looks like, save for Ice Armos having it, it's gonna be on the right side. And it's on right side!
Maybe Tyrone?
Oh, we might have a Tyrone scene, folks. Hang in there, we're not done yet.
I mean, they didn't have to do Pedestal, and they didn't have to do Aga, so... At least we get a Tyrone.
I mean, it was an item troll. Is that not good enough for you folks?
Fancy cane struts, I would say. That looked really cool.
Yeah, it's always really stylish to pull off from what I've seen. Just chuck the... Just... Whenever you dash with the cane, you actually... when you spawn the block with it during that state, you always bonk out the block and send it flying. Unfortunately, Kova having a little bit of trouble with this room. Has to relight the torches. Oh, and
almost dying.
Oh! That fireball almost hit him in the face. And Xirtanul is going to be seeing what Blind the Thief has to say. We know that Blind does not have anything, but what is the pun tonight? Broken pencils are pointless.
Oh, and the lucky refill.
And there's the big key! In the 19th chest! I will consider that close enough, because depending on the order... Oh no, I said specifically the compass chest, which is the upper left one, but whatever. Same room. So the ideal strategy here would have been what's known as, I believe, the Dark Magician strat, which you get a key from left and then go right. But it doesn't matter. Kova's on the way up to Aghanim 2. Just because it was not Aghanim required does not mean Aghanim has to be fought at least once. And Xirtanul, I think it's just a little bit lost.
Yeah, he checked.
Oh, Xirtanul found the cape!
Yeah, he forgot about Bomber Cave. He checked that already.
Yeah.
I hope he thinks about Hookshot Cave.
I think he has to go to... I think he realizes that whatever's left is on the mountain.
Yeah, brainstorming right now. On his side.
Yes. At this point, I can pretty much safely say that this is Kova's race to lose, and we will have a tiebreaker between these two.
Yeah, someone was asking if they do another match. I would say not today, but this is a best of 3, so they have to do at least one more game. I think
Yes.
one more game to decide who's going to advance.
Yes, we do not know when that will be. So stay tuned to A Link to the Past Randomizer. Not just this one, but all of the Link to the Past Randomizer channels. We have 4 in total. And once again, give a follow to these runners. They have been putting on a heck of a show. And Xirtanul is quickly realizing that it is the mountain.
Yeah, he's panicking a lot. You can see it on the map. He's switching between locations.
Yeah, he is just all over the place, unfortunately.
Yeah, he always blames me for using a map. This is the best example why I use a map.
I actually don't use a map. I've played casually, this game casually 100% so many times I actually have all the locations memorized that have items. It's just a simple matter of pouring through my memory to figure out which ones I have and haven't checked. Not having quite enough magic there to hit that last torch.
In this case, I think he forgot about what he actually checked and what not, because he's doing 2 races back to back. So you can get confused a little what you really checked and what not. So I just thinking he forgot about.
Yeah, I think that's the case. He got his matches mixed up, which is unfortunate, but. Oh! Oh no, Kova made a mistake! He does have a small key! Did he kill the Helmosaurs? Okay. Kova giving us a little bit of a heart attack here on the commentary. At least me.
Yeah, that wasn't as bad as it looked, but I was a little shocked as well. I thought, wait, he doesn't have a key? How did he really kill him, or Did he go out up without a key and not checking chests?
I think he went up with a key but did not kill the Helmosaurs. And not opening what we call the validation chest. It's a meme, don't worry about it. It's not required.
Disqualified. Immediate disqualified.
I mean, the way I see it is that it's the chest that validates your kill against Moldorm too, because if you open it and you fall anyway, it's still there. And you can progress without having to refight Moldorm, who does respawn. And Kova beginning Aghanim 2. How many shots we're gonna get here? Let's see here. We got one. There's a second hit. Not getting good patterns. Ice Rod was in Hookshot Cave, this very first chest you can reach with the hookshot. And the hookshot was all the way in the 4th chest of Laser Bridge. And Aghanim 2 is down on Kova, and it's time to fight the pig. "12 Master Sword or Tempered Sword swings on each phase. 4 hits, 1 on each teleport. And then 4 silver arrows. And that's all she wrote." And we're getting one of my favorite quotes. The father, brother's cousin's former roommate, or whatever it's called.
I haven't seen the new ones yet.
I've seen a couple of the new ones. I know one of the ending race quotes, when you see the Triforce, is "VTorp was here." And ironically, the first time I seen it was in a race, was when someone was racing against VTorp. And they won? Not VTorp, but the other guy. So, kind of hilarious there. There we go! Xirtanul finally figures out the Ice Rod is in go mode. But
yeah,
it's too little too late. Unless there's a cascade of failures on Kova's part, this is his race to lose. Already in phase 3 of Ganon.
and he's to take not any risk. Use the potion right there.
Yes, that's the smart play there. See how many teleports he trolls him with. Yes, we did find the arrows in Death Mountain. Oh! Oh, nope. Second there, I thought we'd get the fabled triple. But nope, the pig is down.
Yeah, very clean fight from Kova.
GG to Kova,
GG.
who has finished with 1 hour, 48 minutes, and 57 seconds. GG to him. And there's the quote!
Yeah. Just talked about it.
Oh! But yes. For those wondering why I didn't say this is an official SRL time, RaceBot was down when we started this race. So we are going by in-game times for this race. And only this race. Now let's see if we can get these guys in for an interview here. Oh, I don't actually... I can't even ask him.
Yeah, I think you have to message him on Discord. While we see Xirtanul getting lost on the railroad here.
Oh. Let's ever seen about getting Kova in for an interview. Meanwhile, Xirtanul, putting up a valiant effort, about to go fight Trinex.
Yeah, he must feel very behind with all this double checking, triple checking fun stuff.
I can see actually that Xirtanul is aware that and congratulations, Kova, on that amazing victory. But I have to ask, how annoyed were you about that ice rod? Kova? Kova might be having some mic issues here, folks. Give us a moment.
Can you guys hear me?
There you go. So yeah, like
Yes.
I was saying, that ice rod, how annoyed were you by it?
Honestly, I was so happy that it was there because I spent all that time in Turtle Rock. It needed to pay off. If there was no double dip Turtle Rock, I wouldn't be in this anymore.
Yeah. You were actually the first one into Turtle Rock, so you were already ahead. But I have to also ask, what was up with you skipping the big chest there for a little bit?
I think I just zoned out. I hit that door. There was no key, and I was like, okay, what did I miss? Did I not pick something up? Where was it? And then as soon as I mirrored, I saw it. So that moment right there, I was like, holy crap.
Yes, at least you caught it early.
Yeah, that was a really fun seat. A lot of the dark world was open. It was pretty much choose your own adventure. Like, you could go wherever you want. I love those.
Yeah, so it didn't tell you too much, thankfully. No Aga, no Pedestal.
Yeah,
no time
thankfully.
room even. No time room even.
No Thieves Town. That Thieves Town, skipping that was lingering on in the back of my mind for quite a bit.
Well, your opponent actually did double dip into Thieves Town looking for the ice rod. They did find the magic cape there, though.
Okay, so did he end up going for red mail, or did he skip that?
He skipped it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Xirtanul's, he's such a strong opponent. I mean, I had to take some risks, and luckily it paid off this time.
Yes, you will be fighting him in the tiebreaker, which is yet to be scheduled.
I believe we're going to try and do it Tuesday. We haven't submitted it yet, though.
Alright, we'll be looking forward to seeing that match.
Yeah, it should be a really fun one.
Dust, do you have any questions for him?
No.
Alright. So yes, your opponent is currently on their way to Trinex right now, so that's how big of a lead you had. They did not look. They decided to check after doing Swamp. They went to look elsewhere for the ice rod instead of going back on the mountain. So that ultimate gave you the edge.
Yeah, otherwise you were like 1 minute apart. So it was really close, and it would have come down to who finds the big key first.
Yes.
Yeah, I kind of figured that until a big play was made, really. It had to be close. And honestly, I skipped a lot of the overworld, thinking, okay, just hope everything's in dungeons. And by the time I finished all the dungeons, did the whole Southern Dark World to potentially Thieves Town and then Northern Dark World. At that point, I thought, hey, I just got to do Turtle Rock.
Yes. Surprisingly, the Butter Sword is not found this entire run. I can only assume that it was at Pyramid Ferry.
Okay. What about the last chest in Eastern?
That was all. That was actually at Armos. Xirtanul did clear it, but I don't think it was anything important.
Okay.
I think it was a bomb upgrade.
Yeah. Not seeing Butter Sword on his tracker, and Xirtanul is actually entering Ganon's Tower as we speak. So you had quite a lot of time because of that gamble to check Hookshot gave.
Wow. Yeah, that's honestly like I'm still shocked by it that it all kind of worked out, but you know that's rando.
Yes. It looks like Xirtanul is finishing the fight here, folks, so we gotta give him props for that. He is not quitting this race. He's gonna finish it despite it already being over. And make sure to give these guys a follow. They really seriously deserve it. And I will say this much, I was watching a little bit of your first race. This was a nice breather compared to the one before.
Oh, the one before that, what was it? A triple dip, Dark Palace. That was insane. It's probably the most linear seed I've done in a while.
Yeah, that was pretty hard. Wasn't fully watching it though.
It was really back and forth trolly. Not many options to take. Just kind of went where it put you, and then 2 hours later you were done. I was really excited to see this one not be a Aghanim required seed. It's been a long time since I've had one of those in V27.
Yeah. So with that, I suppose I should mention what we got coming up here on the Speed Gaming, or not Speed Gaming, the tournament. Starting up in just a couple minutes, actually, on Link to Past Randomizer 2, we have Sabatender versus Bad Moon C, their tiebreaker match. And the rest are pending restreamers. So those may or may not be shown. Meanwhile, on the main schedule, at 11 o'clock over on Speed Gaming 1, we have Mr. Barry Bonds versus Keong92 on Speed Gaming 1. And on Speed Gaming 2, we have JSR versus Feral Pigman. So, there's a little bit more randomizer left to come tonight, folks. And hopefully you will enjoy it as we continue watching Xirtanul get through this.
I just want to say thank you to Wolflink and Dustin for commentating this match.
Yes.
And I'm going to take a guess and say Spiffers for tracking.
Yeah, Spiffers is our tracker, and OTP Lawyer is our restreamer for this race.
Yeah, big thank you to OPT. He's been around for most of my matches. In the first round, he commentated back-to-back ones, and I believe that's the first match out of that as well. So the fact that he's restreaming this one is it's an honor.
It was a pleasure commentating this race.
Yes. I'm not exactly sure what we're going to be doing here. So we're at an awkward spot in which we have to wait for Xirtanul to finish to interview him, but I'm out of stuff to talk about.
He's doing a good job making his way up the tower.
Yes. He's just now realized that it is a right side seed. A funny thing I did want to mention, by the way, hey to you, Kova, right as you were fighting Ganon, I was mentioning that the new end credits, and one of them was VTorp was here. So I accidentally called your end credits.
Oh, VTorp. He's I'm pretty sure he generated the first seed today.
Oh. And Xirtanul is checking tile room.
Well, he's got to show everybody what's in there.
Yeah.
You don't get to see it too much.
He's having some fun at this point, I think. He might just... He has the bug net. He might do some swag strats just for good showing.
Also, maybe hoping for Butter Sword.
Yeah, just to speed things up.
Who knows? Maybe he'll go check the big chest afterwards.
Just a small key. But man, this seat was really close. And I'm actually legitimately looking forward to your next race.
That's good to hear.
And he got his big key.
And just mirroring out. Alright, so Xirtanul making his way up the tower now, at the very least. But yeah, answer someone in chat if he will validate his run. At this point, he doesn't really have to, but given that the race is already over, he might as well just have a little bit of fun and show us what if the chest was opened. If he does do it. And showing some medallion strats here.
I mean, why not? He has half magic.
Yeah, it's a strat I like doing in that particular room because the ether just gets rid of those Stalfos quite easily.
Also, it's very quick actually. Not the long cast animation like Bombos.
Yeah, and Bombos also has the added fire. They have to wait for them to burn for a few seconds. Alright, Xirtanul starting his Lambo 2 fight. Oh, getting a little bit of bad luck with the positioning on the worms. Wow! Worm's not cooperating. There he goes. Eventually gets it.
Up until this fight, he had a very clean gauntlet so far.
Yeah, now doing the fun room, the wizard room. Oh, just slightly off from getting the room finished.
He drops the block.
And Xirtanul's most likely has enough match to do this. Yep. Alright, Xirtanul's almost done, folks. He's checking these last 4 chests. Again, and hoarding a little bit of money at the top of on the top 4. The map was in the chest before Moldorm. Now the question is, will he validate the run just to sate our curiosity?
He will probably also drop some bombs.
He's gonna bomb us the chest! There you go. That's a little showing up a little bit of fun. He's actually gonna use all the medallions. It looks like. Just draining his magic and not even opening it.
Disqualified.
Oh man. What a tease! What a tease! Alright, Xirtanul will be getting his Aghanim 2 fight, and he's bringing out the net! Yep, we are now seeing some swag strats officially. And he's just having a little bit of fun here, folks. Wow, that is a really good pattern right there. That would have been a guaranteed
Even
throw.
got a double.
Now, Xirtanul's time to fight the pig. Trying to catch Ganon in a net. Stuff him in one of his bottles.
That would actually be funny.
Just stuff in a bottle, then you summon Ganon whenever you want.
Yeah. Just releasing elsewhere and fight him there.
And the father's version of this cousin's former roommate quote again. Oh, the bee! The bee has come out to play. Just annoying Ganon.
Actually, a little bit disappointed. He didn't catch more bees.
It didn't cross his mind, probably. Because I believe that net was a late find. No, yeah, it was a late find. It was in Turtle Rock. Little does he know that the quote is B-Torp was here, so the bee's gonna be the first one into that room.
That's actually really funny.
Oh, yeah, it's way too funny when you realize it. Missed the torch glitch, unfortunately. Oh, but a nice setup for triple. Doesn't quite get it. It's the makeup shot, and there we go. I unfortunately cannot quite read what Xirtanul's time is.
He's teasing us.
Yeah, he's having a little fun. And his final time is 2 hours, 9 minutes, and 17 seconds. And now he gets the quote.
Yeah, that's actually pretty funny.
GG to both our runners here, folks. Let's see if we can get Xirtanul here for... Oh, he's already in here. How was that the seed, man?
Hey, guys.
GG.
I like to think the canon here is that bee beat you to the Triforce.
Then I can hear you.
I'd like to think that, by the way, that bee release beat you to the Triforce.
There we go. I couldn't hear you guys. Sorry, man.
Do you want me to repeat what I said?
If you could.
I'd like to think that the bee you released during that Ganon fight beat you to the Triforce.
Well, I think well, yeah. This last seed was just absolutely horrible for me.
Yeah. Your opponent made the call to immediately check Hookshot Cave, and that's what sealed your fate.
Yeah, I had a feeling, at least looking at this time, that we were fairly close, but that ice rod just completely dipped my head in.
Yes. That ice rod was indeed there. He did not go into Thieves Town at all either.
Okay. Well, at one point I was actually thinking I had like 3 locations left: Thieves Town and 2 others I can't remember. And then I was
Yes.
like, why is it not here?
Yeah, we were seeing that you kind of had a little bit of panic mode or trouble, thinking where was I not, or where do I have to go? Looking over the map and selecting stuff, double checking certain locations. So
Yeah, usually I actually never have that kind of stuff, but then again, it's like, 20 to 5 a.m. here, so
Yes,
getting
and you
kind of
were-
early.
Yeah, Xirtanul, you were the only one to actually get Mirror Shield, and Buttersword was at large.
Okay, well, I was actually wondering what Burrow Shield was, since I kind of did like nearly everything else.
Validation chest.
The one chest I didn't open.
Yeah, so
neither did
you
I.
teased us pretty hard with that, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh man, I think I did everything that a validation chest apart from opening it.
Yeah.
and you didn't open big chest.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's alright.
Yeah, but basically after that last scene we did, at least the first one, I think I was just completely with my head like, well, this is gonna be another one of those raids, so...
Yes. Well, at least you're not. At least this was not in the reverse situation in which you were a game down. This is going to be a tiebreaker match now. So you're not done yet.
That will be an exciting game, I'd say.
Yes, we'll all be looking forward to it. And once again, make sure to give these two a follow. They deserve it. This seed was kind of okay with them, but at the same time, it's also kind of mean.
Every random seed is mean to us.
Yeah, to some varying degrees. This one was a little less mean. But yeah, I've already
Also-
said this. I've already mentioned the schedule a while ago when Kova finished. So, if we've got no other questions, I think it's sort of safe to wrap it up.
I just want to give a shout out to our tracker. Usually they don't get a lot of attention, so give him a follow. He did a wonderful job.
Yes, shout out to Spiffers the Grand as our tracker, and OT Blue for our restreamer. I have been Wolflingo370.
I have been Dustin, and
We'll see
thank
you-
you for watching.
We'll see you next time. Later, folks.